Hey, Vox here. So we got the draft promo, at least the past part of the draft promo, fully revealed, and a lot of answers about future stuff coming. Let's go through it. First, we're gonna hit the cards, and then we'll hit up like what's going on. So they're starting at 89 overall. As you see, there are two chems there, two Broncos and Jets. So every card's gonna get a chemistry from the team that drafted them and the team that they're on. Cards that is the same team, they get two times chemistry. So pretty neat for those guys. Otherwise, the rest of them are basically acting very similar to what their power up would be, unless you have that kind of team together. Like if you have a Jets and Broncos theme team, then this is actually like way better than his power up. So that's a little difference. Let's go through the cards itself. We got that Tyrell Dodson, as you see, two times Bills cam. I guess they can get out of the way of that as it's going to keep getting revealed like that. Overall, though, like these things aren't like competitive. These things are basically there to be like pack fodder. They're going to be what you're going to see if you buy packs. The majority of rerolls are going to be 89 overall cards. So learn their name now because you're going to end up hating them come tomorrow. The Steelers got a card ×2 at right end. Dude, I don't know this guy at all. It's cool though, right? Two-time Steeler helps the theme team without a doubt. Big fan of that. 89 overall. Big, 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 big. But yeah, temper your expectations, Steelers fans. You don't really got a really good card this promo. And they got two more to reveal. I don't know. We'll see if they reveal them by the end of this video. Might not happen, but they'll be out there. We'll cover them tomorrow when we're live at twitch.tv/ScottFox. It's tomorrow morning when it's all live. Isaiah Rodgers here, CB with 94 speed. I mean, it's fine, right? Like, I don't think a lot of teams this time of year care about 91 overalls. We then have Austin Hooper, again, another 91. These things are quite behind the power curve. Like, if this was, I don't know, August, we'd really care about these cards, but it is not, so we don't. Linemen are nice, especially like two times for your Green Bay. Elton Jenkins getting it. I know he's a pretty good player. I think he was injured, though, this year, wasn't he? Trey Smith, left guard. Yeah, it's a lot like a heavyweights promo almost. It's a lot of guys that like you're like, okay, middle linebackers, guards, linemen, they're whatever. Middle linebackers don't matter in this game except for like Luke Kuechly because he's fast. Jonathan Cooper, again, just like whatever, dude. I just want to show them off, but we're not gonna like get overly angry at low cards being bad because that's the game, right? We lost our budget cards when Madden 16 went away. Remember Dree Archer's legendary card? We had some great silvers back then. Where overalls were less about like the absolute like a logarithm that goes into them. So you could have low overall cards. Like what was that? The Zadarius Smith was insane too. Ryan Kelly here. Actually, we're getting relevant cards at 95 overall. Shout out to you Colts. Get another good offensive lineman for you. Put him next to Q. We then have Kirksey. Middle linebackers don't matter, so we're just going to kind of move on. We then have Lizard King, Alan Lazard here. Not yeah, okay, power him up. You get him for the theme team, +2 speed there, +2 with the wide receiver strat items. Then he's usable, but there's so many other receivers right now that it might not be worth stretching that much unless you desperately need him for your Green Bay theme team. You got Devontae. Who else do you got there? We got Joke right here, JOK. 94 speed off the edge is actually pretty darn good. The issue is he's not really off the edge since he has no power or finesse move. He is a pass coverage outside linebacker, like you say, and again, dropping linebackers into coverage is generally like a last ditch thing. Unless it could be a specific portion of your scheme. Now, if you have like DTs dropping into coverage, you could throw. If it's like the 2-3-6 or something, you could throw outside linebackers there, and he wouldn't be that bad. What was that zone again? They show his zone coverage. They did not, so we don't even know that. Tannehill. Quarterbacks are fairly usable. 88 speed. It's on the lower end, but he is usable, right? Field general 95 overall. It's not the worst thing in the world. Sam Hubbard, 97 overall, Bengal. Nice finesse, not great block shed, and okay speed. So Hubbard's not bad. We then got Miles Jack. He is a Steeler, but again, linebackers. And if he was like 96 speed, then it's like totally awesome. 93 speed's a little bit behind the curve. And then the zone coverage not hitting 90 hurts also. So like he's fine, but I don't think you'll really see a lot of Miles Jack roaming out there against you and online. Antoine Winfield, Tampa Bay's got they always, it feels like for a couple years now, Tampa Bay's got some incredible defensive backs. They keep getting a lot of cards there in Tampa. So Winfield here, just another one in a long line of them. I don't think he's overly tall, so he's not really usable. We then have Josh Jacobs. He's got no change of direction. He's a north-south runner, but he doesn't have like LeGarrette Blount's weight behind him, or I mean, he is pretty thick. Okay, don't get me wrong, but he's not Derrick Henry. So overall, 94 speed on him too. It's whatever. Backup material for the Raiders theme team. Chris Long here, 97 overall. Couple different teams there. Nah, not fast enough in my opinion. Fine for an interior rusher, I guess. CD Lamb, Cowboys fans getting their man. I like this card. I think CD Lamb cards have played well all year. I don't think they're like super glitchy, but his last, what was that last card? It was like the Promo Master. Dang, I don't remember which promo. It was like around Christmas time, I feel like. That was a really good card. But this card is solid, I think, but he's not like, you know, Megatron or anything this time of year. Justin Fields with another card. Shout out to you, Bears fans, getting your man of the future, hopefully again. Throwing the run's kind of low, which is unfortunate, but of course you can always, well, actually with a scrambling quarterback, you might not be able to, so maybe he's not good enough with only 89 throw on the run, but he is plenty fast, especially with the nerf to escape artist. I don't know if people are going to be using that or not. Tyler Pop Dropping Lockett. We'll see if he's on Seattle this time next year, but he is fast. He's got good route running thresholds. Pretty solid overall card. Again, not overly tall. Alex Mack on a couple teams here. Popular theme team, at least for the Niners. Tie-in strength, how much you believe matters. He got killed on pass block finesse. This is terrible. Yeah, if they switched around the pass block and pass block finesse, he'd be money in the bank. He would be what we all desire. Xavier Rhodes here. Rhodes open lately. Bad zone coverage. Speed's fine. Good for your theme team DB core, I guess, if you need it. Tony Gonzalez. Now, this is a tragedy, right? If this guy came out prior to last weekend, or even like a couple, was it last weekend? Like we had like back-to-back days of top-tier tight ends. Like if he came out prior to like that Vernon Davis coming out, yeah, he would have been good, but like now we've got Vernon. I don't know what Tony Gonzalez is going to do. He's got good catching traffic, of course, good catching, whatever. But man, without that top end speed, I don't know how many people are going to go Tony G. It was like Tony G usually has like great, and like people use his tight end cards quite a bit, but I think a lot of people are just going to be staying with Vernon because of how relatively cheap he is. And Ndamukong Suh right here. I don't know. Maybe you need to stomp on an opponent or something, and this is the way you get your frustration out, but he's not that fast. Good block shed power move, no finesse move. This time of year, I kind of want them both high if I'm going to have an interior that's not as fast as he could be. So it's an unfortunate card. J.C. Horn. This card early, I was at his blitz card, was so good. It was it was like the fastest card in the game there for a bit. But right now, because of the way stats are capped at 99 speed, J.C. Horn's not going to provide you anything else that we don't already have out of taller players with the theme teams and speed chemistry. So J.C. Horn is kind of the end of the line. Nice for your Panthers, though. Cool for your theme team getting 2 times him. Josh Allen with another card. This guy's gotten... How many Josh Allen cards have we gotten this year? Let me take a look at... I was just looking at this other card we'll reveal in a second. Josh Allen. Different Josh Allen. Jonathan Allen. There's Josh Allen. Josh Allen overall has had... This will be his 4th card. If we don't count power-ups, I don't know if we can or not. The NCAT Correlate Team of the Week playoff. So this will be I guess 6th, technically. But you can only really say, like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Josh Allen getting another card. Very popular player. It makes sense that Josh Allen getting a card. 300 pressure, 92. I think he gets Fearless. So you want to have Fearless in your Josh Allen. He'll be great for you. Next up, Michael Thomas. For some reason, Slant King, Slant Boy, Slant Dude, Michael Thomas gets a card. It kind of sucks for the speed for like the limited edition. Like, so limiteds are gonna be in rerolls tomorrow. We'll talk about the rerolls in a second. Yeah, it is what it is. Fine. You really got to boost him up though to get his speed to 99. Deltha O'Neal is sadly well statted but short at 5'11", so no thank you. I'll stick with Deltha Dawn. Overall, I think I think it's, you know, maybe it's a bit of my bias, and you know, I have a favorite team and they're not here. We get a free 97 from Solos. I want to show that one off. You also get a free 97 from House Rules by playing that. So we get House Rules tomorrow. So like 2 free 97s, and then we have the training rerolls right here. Let's talk about these things. Okay, so 13,000 training is what we get. And remember, your snow is, or your candy is converting over training tomorrow. Have candy players, not candy itself when you convert. What much better conversion ratio, okay? So if you got training left over from Easter, it's not a bad idea to get in a new program, get the limiteds. We'll see what they go for. I don't know. EA's been very stingy on limited odds as of late on these rolls. It's been kind of sad. Maybe they're doing like every other. I remember like 2 promos ago was pretty good. Last promo sucked for limited odds. And like the promo before that one was really bad. So maybe this is another promo with good limited odds. Well, cross our fingers and hope to die, right? But anyways, 55,000 for 97 overall. 97s are going for 52,000. So you lose about 3,000 per roll. But I will say, like, 97s generally right away. Like, if you guys need coin methods, are going for a lot of coins because people are trying to make those 99 sets. So like, if you're on in the morning, like, giving up those 3,000 training, you might be able to arbitrage your way into mega profit just by being like one of the first people to put those 97s on the market. So just FYI on that, if you do have training, it might not be a bad idea to try and catch that and get those things bought, because there's always some psychos early on that pay expensive prices for training. So anyways, limited's in the roll. I don't expect a big market crash tomorrow due to the training reroll, because old cards are going to be needed for it. We'll end up seeing pretty early how good the limited odds are. We always want to say like 10 to 15 minutes after. If those things have minned out, it's a great roll. Limiteds are popping out. If they kind of like hold steady like 350, I mean the limit is the limiteds are kind of trash. So they might actually min out because they're just like bad cards. Delta is just a short DB. And I mean, a Broncos theme team, they got so many freaking DBs on the theme team. There's not going to be good demand. Michael Thomas, of course. Outside of Saints fans, nobody really cares that much about this card. I know he's generated a lot of enemies on social media with some of his tweets, but yeah, overall, like, and then the thing is, like, the 13,000, these things better be juiced, right? Like, these themes absolutely better be putting out limiteds, because 13,000 training for an 89. If you pull an 89, you're losing 10,000 training, right? 10,000 training is 30,000 coins. So there's every time you press that button, there's a chance you're losing 32,000 coins. Now, I haven't updated the spreadsheet in a couple days, but I would imagine the market hasn't changed too much from this. Maybe it's gone up a little bit, actually, now that I look at it. It has gone up. Some of them are down, but overall, like, that's a lot of L's to go for an 89. I mean, 91s are L's too, I guess. Let me take a look. We now have... Oh. I think EA just tweeted something. And they tweeted it early? Did they just save this promo? They did. They saved it. With Minka. Woo! A relevant Steeler. Praise to the Steelers. Hooray. Hooray. Minka 6'1", 92 man, 98 zone, it looks like, with 90 hit power. Overall, pretty nice. Pretty. Is it time for the Steelers theme team tomorrow? Heck yeah. What should we reply to this tweet with? Let's go ahead and say it's a great day for the Steelers theme team and therefore America. We don't need the explanation point. Let's throw it. We're happy. We're excited. Boom. All right. Done with that. With Minka. Yeah, I talked about the training conversion, the cards. Oh, let's talk about the draft sets. So let me see if somebody sent me the draft sets. Here it is. Underrated reply guy. I really appreciate that. All right, so here's the draft, NFL draft. There's draft pass players. There's the exchange sets, champions. Kind of want to. Funny reply to this stuff. Okay, he didn't give them all. Maybe they're up on the subreddit. I saw them somewhere, but maybe I didn't. Scroll down the sets. I guess maybe I'll just go to the stream. Huh, nobody posted it. Weird, dude. Maybe it's on the subreddit. Anyways, it's basically a mock draft, okay? So you got to do like a mock draft. Man, they didn't even post it on the subreddit yet. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, let me go to the... So anyways, you just got to guess the correct players in order in the draft, and you will be able to get kind of big deal. Like, obviously you're not going to get all 20 of them, but you will be able to get
Yeah,
quite
so
a few
let's look at
of the
what I missed.
cards. Hang on. Recent broadcasts.
Select defensive back, and that'll be your.
There it is. So here it is. So you're going to be able to have these cards, and you put them into the draft promo. And then, like, basically, like, every single pick, you got to guess which position they're going to get, right? So, like, you got to, like, if Pittsburgh at number 20, you can put, like, quarterback because you think they're going to go, like, Malik Willis or Kenny Pickett. And then for, like, each correct reward, you'll be able to get different rewards, obviously. One correct pick. You got to do solos to get these picks, of course. If you get 10 correct, you get an 89 draft player. Not great. 15 correct. If you get 15 out of 20, you're basically the best draft expert in the world. Like, I would be surprised if more than, like, a few people get 15 out of 20 correct. I mean, some of them are, like, trades. Like, this is, like, the hardest mock draft. I think that's not about a draft action. It's the hardest year to mock draft of all time. So 75% correct. I mean, some positions make sense, right? Edge, you'll be able to get, like, if they take Thibodeau or Hutchinson, right? That will be okay at number 2 or number 1. Number 1's not a bad idea for Edge. Number 2, I don't know. Like New York could take it out of their position at tackle. Number 2, I don't know, man. I guess go look at mock drafts and figure it out yourself. But there are the rewards. Obviously, if you get like 16, 17, 4 of 32 first round draft players, that's insane. All NCAC draft pass champions. And nobody's going to get 20, but like if you get 19, you get all these first round draft players. And 20 would be... Nobody's going to get 20. If somebody gets 20, I will be shocked. But who knows? It's a wild world. People have gotten 20 in a row on something before. I'm sure heads have come up 20 times in a row at least one point. That's it for the video, though. Again, I'll see you tomorrow over at twitch.tv/gutfox when we're going to be looking for loopholes and stuff. The sets didn't look very loopholey from what I looked. I did the math briefly while they were going on. But of course, we'll have to test pack odds tomorrow since they don't tell us all the roll odds. See you there. Please like and subscribe to the video. It really helps the channel. Thanks for watching. Call to action. I'll see you tomorrow. Smile.